on there.
Good?
Yeah.
That's fine. Welcome to CYCP Sports Center. Today is February 4th, and welcome to our first annual edition of the video power ranking for the CYCP Summer Basketball League. My name is Jimmy Stephen A. Smith.
And my name is Phil Stewart Scott.
And today we're going to get it popping with the first of the power rankings. So, we have voted unanimously. Number one on our power rankings for this year, of course, is the defending champions. Phil, what do you think about the defending champions, First Haitian?
Well, they came, they did their thing, you know. I think First Haitian very well balanced. You know what I mean, they got the scoring inside, they got the speed, they got, they're really well put together team. So we definitely have to put them number one on our rankings.
Is there any cons to their team?
Cons? I mean, the only cons to their teams I would say was, they're all kind of individual players. And once you put a whole bunch of individual talent together, they're kind of unstoppable one-on-one. But as a team, they can be broken down.
I feel the only thing that probably could slow First Haitian down this year, I hope to God that they stay together. I do not need them to rob me of the opportunity to get this rematch. So I hope they stay together so we could bust them up. Number two on the power rankings, who would you have on your list?
Looking here, definitely have to be a team that's been a contender for the last 3 years. I would have EBC on my list as number two.
Interesting. Well, on my list, I think we could go either way with this. I have Brotherly for this reason alone. Last year, EBC and Brotherly did not get an opportunity to play each other, but I noticed how EBC played First Haitian. I noticed how Brotherly played First Haitian, and in my opinion, I think Brotherly probably played them better. I think Brotherly, with the acquisition of BT, who served this full-year suspension, who will be playing this summer, I think they're going to do a great job. Hopefully, Orlando will come back and play for Brotherly this year. And I think it go either way with EBC or Brotherly. EBC, on the other hand, the hunger for more hasn't been the way it has been. I think when you win a championship, you become very complacent.
The only con I would have to say from Brotherly being number two is that the fact you can go back to the championship game of, was that 08?
When you scored 30 on Walter?
It's more like 36.
Okay.
We're not going to go there.
Right.
But anyway, we manhandled those guys.
Right.
EBC definitely manhandled. They had the outside shooting touch of Escalade himself.
Right.
And then Jimmy Geddes, a.k.a. Jim Jones, flying in and out the lane. So I would definitely have to say, they match up well with First Haitian because of their speed.
Right.
But they're too small to play a team like EBC, which I would consider the bullies of the league. They got the inside, the outside. They play physical. You know what I'm saying?
Very well.
And don't forget Mad Dog Max out there on the perimeter locking people down. You understand?
And I think definitely after you win a championship, then the challenge becomes how do you keep that intensity up. I think last year EBC faltered a little bit, but this year the hunger for more is here, and I think that they probably will end up being number one on the list after the season, after it's all said and done. Who would you have as number four?
Number three, actually, moving right along, would have to be Brotherly, in my opinion. So you can either go back and forth with EBC, Brotherly in your perception. In mine, let's look at it EBC, and then I have Brotherly. Okay. So moving on to number four, I would have to say we have HEBC.
Well, HEBC, apparently, breaking news today, Shine from THP is currently playing with HEBC. I don't know what's going on over there in THP, but so help them God. This I've learned recently, just a couple minutes ago, that Shine was seen practicing with HEBC, and he's currently playing as a number two guard next to Birdman and Mark.
This just in. It doesn't matter if Shine plays for them because Shine came from THP. Which has a losing mentality. So you're bringing a loser to a losing team. So in a way.
Well, I did get a chance to interview Mark from HEBC yesterday, and he said so far the training camp has been going very well.
Is that right?
Says that Shine
has been passing the ball?
He has been passing the ball. Apparently that's news.
Are you sure?
Yes, and he made it to church.
Are we talking about the same Shine?
Yes, Shawnee's,
okay.
a.k.a. Shy.
Ew.
So,
Okay.
I think that HEBC is a very well put together team. Birdman and Mark had a great offseason. As you know, they played in the
I do
YMCA
have a
League.
quote here
Yes.
from Mark himself. According to Mark, he will be going to Belfield Rec Center to claim what's his. Please tell me what's his.
They all they got.
Oh.
Nothing at all.
If that's all they got, they need more.
They need more people.
Okay, moving right along.